Hello friends and my dear students, welcome back to my channel Phoenix Physics. Today we are going to learn acceleration. In general, to accelerate means speed up, but acceleration can occur anytime an object's speed increases or decreases or it changes direction. For example, a falling apple accelerates, a car stopping at traffic signal accelerates, moon in an orbit around the earth accelerates. So, speeding up, slowing down and turning are all example of acceleration. Why did I say turning is an example of acceleration? Here, object changes its direction. It is nothing but turning. So, turning is one of the example of acceleration. What is the actual definition for acceleration? Acceleration is denoted by the letter A. It is the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. This V is final velocity and this u is initial velocity, or you can write v2 minus v1, final minus initial velocity divided by t2 minus t1. So actual definition is change in velocity with respect to time. Here acceleration is a vector quantity, unit is meter second power minus 2. And what about the direction? Acceleration has same direction as velocity. What is accelerated motion? Suppose the velocity of an object is no more constant or changes with time, such motion is said to be accelerated motion. You know that acceleration A is equal to v2 minus v1 divided by t2 minus t1. So, the velocity of an object is no more constant or it changes with time means that motion is said to be accelerated motion. There are two types of accelerated motion. One is uniform accelerated motion, another one is non-uniform accelerated motion. What is uniform accelerated motion? If the change in velocity per unit time is same or constant means the object is said to be moving with uniform accelerated motion. Suppose if the change in velocity per unit time is different at different time means the motion of the object is said to be moving with non-uniform accelerated motion. In our previous video, we studied about velocity and its type. Same way, acceleration has two kinds. One is average acceleration, another one is instantaneous acceleration. What is average acceleration? Average acceleration is defined as the ratio of change in velocity over the time interval. Formula is A average is equal to V2 minus V1 divided by T2 minus T1, or you can write delta V divided by delta T. Here the average acceleration will give the change in velocity over the entire time interval. Then what about instantaneous acceleration? Suppose if you want to calculate acceleration at a particular point, at any instant time, what is the acceleration? That is instantaneous acceleration. So, how do you define instantaneous acceleration? Instantaneous acceleration is defined as the limit of average acceleration as the time interval approaches 0. That is, A can be written as limit del t tends to 0 delta v by delta t, or you can write dv by dt. So this is instantaneous acceleration. This is average acceleration. Just apply limit to average acceleration, you can get instantaneous acceleration. You know that acceleration is a vector quantity. It has the direction same as the velocity. Unit is meter second power minus 2. What about dimensional formula? A is equal to velocity divided by time. So velocity dimensional formula L t power minus 1. Here one time. So m power 0, L power 1, t power minus 2. This is the dimensional formula for acceleration. Second important point is, if v increases, acceleration is positive. If v decreases, acceleration is negative. This is very, very important. Here you know that A is equal to V2 minus V1 divided by T2 minus T1. So A is directly proportional to velocity. So if V increases, A is positive. If V decreases, A is negative. Then third important point, how do you write velocity V in terms of components, that is Vx I vector plus Vy j vector plus Vz k vector. So what is A? A is equal to dV by dt. So how do you write dV by dt? dVx I. So acceleration can be written as dVxi by dt plus dVyj divided by dt plus dVz divided by dt k vector. So A can be written as Ax I vector plus Ay j vector plus Az k vector. That is equal to dVx I vector divided by dt plus dVy divided by dt j vector plus dVz by dt k vector. Equate x component. So x component of acceleration Ax equal to dVx divided by dt. Similarly, y component of acceleration is equal to dVy by dt. Then Az is equal to dVz by dt. Here, what is your conclusion? Acceleration A is equal to the first derivative of velocity with respect to time. This is our conclusion. So A is equal to the first derivative of velocity with respect to time. Now, how do you write position vector? Position vector R can be written as xi vector plus yj vector plus zk vector. How do you write dr by dt? What is this dr by dt? It is nothing but v. That is, first derivative of position vector is equal to velocity. So dx by dt I vector plus dy by dt j vector plus dz by dt k vector. How do you find out d squared r by dt square? It is equal to acceleration. That is equal to d square x by dt square I vector plus d square y by dt square j vector plus d square z by dt square k vector. A can be written as axi vector plus ayj vector plus az k vector. that is equal to d square x by dt square I vector plus d square y by dt square j vector plus d square z by dt square k vector. Equate the x component, that is ax is equal to d square x by dt square. Similarly, ay is equal to d square y by dt square and az is equal to d square z by dt square. So what is your conclusion? Acceleration a is equal to the second derivative of position vector with respect to time. Acceleration a is equal to first derivative of velocity with respect to time, or a is equal to second derivative of position vector with respect to time. These are the important conclusion. Suppose the graph is plotted between velocity and time, and you can get straight line like this. This is for uniform motion. From this graph you can easily calculate the slope. The slope will give acceleration. What is the formula? dv by dt is equal to a. Area under the curve will give displacement. Here the graph is plotted between a and t. The area under the curve will give velocity in the at graph. If it is vt curve means area under the curve will give displacement. If it is at curve means the area under the curve will give velocity. How? You know the formula, a is equal to dv by dt. So bring this dt here. dv is equal to a dt. Integrate this, you can get v a integral of dt. Apply the limit t1 to t2. If you integrate this, you can get velocity. That is why I said area under the curve will give velocity. Up to this clear? Here area under the curve will give displacement. How? That is v is equal to, you know that dx by dt. So dx is equal to v dt. So x means integral, apply the integral. Integral of dx is equal to v into integral of dt. So x equal to v into t1 to t2 dt. Here you can calculate displacement. Here you can calculate velocity. I hope this video is useful to you. If you like my video, please share and subscribe my video. Thank you.